everyone, welcome back. You can see I have a special guest.
Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Shah. We're here to discuss something really exciting, really important today.
NATURIUM has not just a product launch, but a new category launch. You ready?
NATURIUM Body.
Body washes. So before we even get into the products, I just have to say, I've been a fan for a while. Dr. Shah and I started talking on social media, like what, a year and a half ago?
I just started YouTube. I had like 2,000 subscribers and Susan was like, hey, you wanna come on YouTube? I'm like, really? Okay, cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
So it's like really early on and we've known each other through this whole time. And then now we're finally meeting in person to do this launch, which is just crazy how the year has been.
When we were thinking about launching NATURIUM Body, we wanted to launch with products that we really knew people would want to use, but that would also solve a lot of issues that people experience with the skin on their bodies. So that's why we came out with body washes.
I would actually say that of all the skincare products that become empties for me, body washes are by far the most. So like that's more than my cleansers, my moisturizers for the face and everything. The body washes I go through way more than anything else. So that makes sense.
So when you're using body washes, what do you tend to look for?
Any other skincare product, I always talk about being deliberate and looking for particular problems that you're trying to treat. So if you have a specific skin issue like dry skin, you want to focus on body washes that are going to be hydrating. If you have really oily skin, you want to focus on cleansers that are going to remove a lot of oil. If you have acne, body acne, you want to focus on a cleanser that's going to help with that. I just look at skincare and everything else like what is the problem we're trying to treat or fix, and then find products that actually solve that problem.
Speaking of problem solution, I feel like that's something that we really do well at NATURIUM, and I want to talk about our first launch, and that is the Perfector Salicylic Acid Body Wash. In here we have encapsulated salicylic acid, humectants like glycerin, and also linoleic acid-rich oils like safflower seed oil and sunflower seed oil.
All right, so this is great for anybody that has texture issues on the skin, little bumps, ingrown hairs, anybody who has crepey skin. It's gonna have so many benefits, but at the same time, it's gonna be really, really gentle and restore and protect that skin barrier.
You can use this on your face. It is fragrance-free, and the salicylic acid is at 0.5%.
0.5% makes it gentle, but still effective.
For me, encapsulation is a really big deal. I feel like it should be the standard when you have different types of ingredients like salicylic acid or even like retinoids in your products. And the reason for that, especially in a cleanser, it's really hard to keep your salicylic acid stable. It's hard to keep it on your skin if it's a wash-off product. And it's hard to just get those benefits without irritating or drying your skin. So encapsulation here is a really big deal. One of my favorite things about having Dr. Shah be part of this launch is that he actually got to try our products before the launch. So what was your experience with this?
I use them for several months now. And so I saw this is the first one that I wanted to try out because of the salicylic acid. And so my issue with a lot of salicylic acid cleansers is they can leave you feeling really dry if you have the wrong formula. And so for this, I felt like my skin was clean, but it wasn't overly dry. And I get a lot of breakouts on my back. I have for a long time. I've discussed this in the past. So this is really, really beneficial for me at the same time. It's not disrupting my skin barrier and that high linoleic acid content. You can feel it like hydrating and repairing your skin. So for me, I thought that it was really, really gentle, lathered well. I felt clean afterwards. And I really just like enjoyed the experience.
And you know what? That's all I really want to hear is that you enjoyed the experience. Because to me, skincare is all about the experience. Okay, so next, I personally think there is some problem solution happening with this one, and it happens to be one of my personal favorites. NATURIUM, the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash.
Definitely is also a problem solution thing. Hydrating, but also an experience.
Absolutely. So one of the things that I want to point out about this is, what is the first ingredient on most ingredient lists?
Water.
Not on this one. It is actually glycerin because we packed this with glycerin. We wanted this to be ultra hydrating and nourishing for the skin. So it has 50% glycerin in here. We also used an ingredient that's called an upcycled apple extract. And what that really means is that it has polysaccharides that are also really hydrating for the skin. So this is just an ultra hydrating product. And then we put really nourishing oils in here. We have rosehip oil in here, we have jojoba oil in here, and we have sea buckthorn oil in here. And the feeling you get when you touch this, that texture is just so interesting to me because it almost feels like an oiled gel. And also it has one of my all-time favorite ingredients. I talk about it all the time. I know you're a fan of this ingredient too. You wanna tell them?
Squalane. So for those of you who follow me know, I am a huge fan of squalane. It's like in all of my favorite moisturizers, all of my favorite cleansers. So it's an incredible ingredient. It not only is it moisturizing, it serves as an oil, but it's also an antioxidant and it's just feels good on the skin. I mean, I think that's the main thing for me.
Always. So really my favorite thing about this is that it is just really hydrating and nourishing for the skin. It really is a game changer. We were really careful to not make this an oil cleanser, right? We wanted to make sure that it still had that like body wash experience. So it's a really, like I said, it's just such an interesting texture when you put it on. It lathers up, but it's more like a milky texture to it. I also really love that it just has this beautiful kind of aroma to it. There are ingredients called aromatic extracts. And what that means is that there are ingredients out there that have just a natural kind of fragrance to them. Those ingredients happen to be in here. We have some coconut and we have some vanilla that are also just really nice and nourishing for the skin, but they enhance the experience for me because it gives it this almost like warm, nutty kind of scent to it. You know, the other thing that I really like about this, I love nourishing and hydrating products, and I also love when they're very gentle for the skin. Again, I think people associate, especially body washes, with not being that gentle or that can be really stripping on the skin. This also has the most gentle surfactants in it. In fact, it has micellar. So if you've heard of micellar water, everyone knows that micellar water tends to be really gentle on the skin to cleanse it. So we use the same type of surfactant in this body wash.
Like a cleanser is supposed to clean, right? Like that's the whole purpose. It's supposed to actually remove things from the skin and from the body, right? So that's what your cleansers are for. Now, these other ingredients that we're highlighting here, they're the ones that are gonna like, you know, restore things to the skin barrier, bring glycerin in, hydrate the skin, but you still need a surfactant in there that's gonna be gentle, but also remove the dirt and oil and all that debris that you build up throughout the day.
If you're the kind of person that likes a really rich moisturizer, if you are a fan, for instance, of our sleeping cream or our plant ceramide rich moisturizer, you're going to love this because this is really, it's perfect for people that have dry skin, anybody that doesn't want to have their skin stripped, or even if it's cold outside and you're dealing with, you know, climate issues and your skin just feels like it needs a little bit more nourishing, this is perfect for you.
People don't take into account weather enough. So for example, like if you're using this cleanser, right, the salicylic acid cleanser, which I love, you may love it in the summer and the spring, and then in the winter, you may get a little more dry and you may want to use the glow getter. So it really—
Or a combo. You could like, you know, every other day.
Every other day, switch them up. And so like your skin type and conditions aren't fixed. They can change with time. And so you always have to reevaluate those. And so you can switch it up. So I know when my ankles start getting dry first.
That's an interesting one. Now you know.
So my ankles get dry first, and then I'm like, okay, now I gotta go with a more nourishing, hydrating body wash that's not gonna strip away my natural oils. And so that would be perfect for this one.
All right, so just a really quick recap. If you want something that's more nourishing for your skin, you can go for this one. It is NATURIUM, the Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash.
And if you're interested in this one is skin smoothing. It's gonna help with skin texture. It's gonna unclog pores. And this is the Perfector Salicylic Acid Body Wash.
Thank you so much for watching this video. This is just the start of NATURIUM Body. There's so much more coming. You can get these on naturium.com right now. They might be coming to your favorite retailer very soon, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, if you have any questions, you can ask in the comments below. Where can everybody find you?
So you can find me on YouTube at Dr. Lee, Instagram at Dr. Lee, on TikTok at Derm Doctor, or like I see patients also.
Oh, yeah. That is true. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm at Susan Yara. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.